Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead and time for supper. So, I'm back to trying to do cheap, easy, friendly, pantry, everything all in one. So, we are going to do a French onion dip chicken and potatoes today. And I got that dip on sale for $1, remember, down at Bronson. Well, its expiration date was 2 days ago, so it'll be fine, but I want to get it used up. So, the first thing we got to do is get the potatoes because, you know, potatoes seem to take forever. This will be the last of my red potatoes too, so I'm going to quarter them and then put them in an oversized bowl that I don't need that big of a bowl, but we're going to do it anyway. Just because. And I had someone ask me if there was recipes for just plain potatoes. And anything that I use with red or yellow potatoes, I'd also do with plain potatoes. So, yeah, you can use whatever potatoes you want. And now the red potatoes will be used up. And yesterday's Father's Day turned out good. We ended up not going to the Chinese restaurant that we like because they were so busy. So we went to the one that I like, but I don't go there because I didn't like how he treated his employees. So, but the food was really good, and they made Tom a really nice cheesecake. You'll get to see some of that tonight because he'll have some for dessert. And then his son called from Tennessee. My youngest one, called him. So we got to hear from all three of the boys yesterday. And then Bobby had the grandkids get on the phone and tell him happy Father's Day, Grandpa. So he got to hear from them too. So he did pretty good. And we power watched. I didn't even have him mow the grass or nothing. We've been watching the Sheriff's Country. Boy, is that good. We've been watching that. And we power watched quite a bit of that yesterday. And he just basically chilled all day. We took a half-hour nap in the middle of the day. So, it was forced chilling. I told him you can do the lawn Tuesday after you get out of work. So, that should be enough potatoes. And they say to put everything on one plate, and that's not going to work. This, by the way, I'm not going to follow everything to a T. Part of it because I don't understand why. And I kind of got to understand why on a recipe. The other part is because I like to be different. And the other part is it seems pointless to me. Plain and simple to that point. Okay, so I'm going to take my potatoes and I'm going to cover them in olive oil. Then, instead of doing all the spices that they said, we're going to add some of Tom's Montreal steak seasoning. You guys, if you've never tried these on potatoes, they're so good. And, you know, it gives you a reason to use that seasoning up. Instead of just waiting for it to be for steak. Because if that was the case, it'll be waiting a while. As we know, that stuff's pretty expensive. I do have some in my freezer that I've had in there for a couple of years. And I'll pull them out here and there, but it's almost like you gotta savor them. Those were the $5.99 steaks. And now they're $15.99. And we're gonna put them on the pan. We're gonna start the potatoes first, obviously, because they take longer. And look at this though. Look at the spices on that. That look good. My oven is preheated to 400. And I'm gonna put that in there first. Try to spread them out a little bit. Jeez. All right. So I'm going to just spritz this pan just a little bit. I'm sure it would have been fine, but because those silicone pans are pretty good. Alright, so now I have a package of 2. I think it's just 2. I don't know. They're pretty big. And it says to beat it and stuff. I'm not much into beating on chicken, so. Oh yeah, this was those ones that were attached to each other. Alright. Or maybe not. Alright. I'm going to cut this fat off of here. We don't need all of that. And I, of course, forgot a trash bag. Still is a little bit frozen, but that's okay. It'll work. Oops. Then we're going to put these on the pan as well. Well, that made that one really small, but that's okay. Alright, let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. So we had a little bit left, so I added that to the other one. And if we don't use it all up today, that's okay. So the first thing I want to do is add salt and pepper. It says to add all these other spices, but honestly, if you're already going to put that dressing on there and whatever, I just don't see a purpose for all that other stuff. Like it says to add melted butter when I put the topping on it, and I don't understand that either, so I'm not going to do that either. Maybe I'll mess up by not doing it. I don't know. But I'm going to put this on pretty thick because I have a whole tub here I want to use up. I don't really want to waste any of it, even though I did get it dirt cheap. Dirt cheap doesn't mean wasted. Oh man. I can start to smell those potatoes and they smell so good. Oh. I think that's going to be a good choice that I did. I got just a little bit left here. Oh yeah. When you got something that's going to expire in a day or two, figure out something that you can use it for. And these will usually go a good 3-4 days a week after its expiration date, so you'll be fine. Now it's said to mix the panko and the cheese together with 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm not doing that. And it says to use a ½ cup each. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my breadcrumbs and I'm going to sprinkle it on top. Because I want it to be crispy, and I don't know if the butter would do that or not. So I'm not going to really take a chance. Oh, and I just spilled some all over me. Guess I'll have to sweep the kitchen again. Oh well. Wouldn't be the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Alright. Now, if you want to use the Italian breadcrumbs or something, by all means do that. So then I have my Parmesan cheese. Of course, it said ½ cup of that too, but we're just going to cover over our chicken. Sometimes measuring with your heart is the best option. You know? Look at that. That looks delicious. Alright, now that goes in that same 400-degree oven. And we want to set a timer for 25 minutes. Whoops, start. It has to be started. Alright, so hopefully this turns out good, and then we'll probably have green beans or something with it. I don't know. But this week with recipes, I also want to do where I'm using up a few things out of my pantry that I've canned. I'm going to make up a recipe. Hopefully it turns out good. Tom thinks it will. So we'll see. I'm going to make it into a casserole and see how it works. But, you know, and it's something that you can actually make on your own. You don't have to can. So for those of you that don't can, and I had some lady that goes, I'm out of here yesterday, or yeah. Because when I did the tuna fish, I didn't put a recipe on there. And tuna fish is however you make it. Some people add just mayo, and that's their tuna. Some people put celery in it, all kinds of stuff. So, and usually I'm showing you step by step what I'm doing too. So, some things just don't have a recipe. Some things are just you're making it from your heart and following along with what I do or somebody else does. So, we'll be back when this chicken and potatoes are done. Alright, so dinner's done. I've talked to Tom. He's still a little bit away, but that's okay. Well, look at those potatoes. Mmm. Mmm. With those seasonings on there, they are so good. So this is Tom's plate. Look at that chicken. It browned up a little bit on top. I don't think we need the butter. I don't. So I'm going to pack his lunch, cut that meat up, cut this meat up. So I know when he gets home all he's got to do is eat it, and people have made fun of me that before that, but that's okay. Then for dessert, he's got his cookies and cream. Oh yeah. He had some of it yesterday. I didn't, so I'll have a little bit and try it today. So when Tom gets here, we'll meet you at the table and see what he thinks. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
There's Din Din all cut up and everything for you.
Looks
Give it a
good.
try.
Let's see if it tastes as good as it smells.
Okay.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah?
Got the steak rub on the potatoes again?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
See, like that, whatever that chip dip is on top of the chicken.
Good.
You want to try a little bit of your cheesecake over there that Aaliyah made you?
Oh, my Father's Day, yeah?
Yeah. What do you think?
That's really good.
You ate it pretty quick yesterday.
It was really good yesterday, too.
Alright, so we're going to let the hungry man eat. He's tired tonight. I'm tired tonight. And I don't understand it because we just did
anything strenuous or anything?
No. We even took a mid-afternoon nap and we're both tired. He said guy at work was that tired today too. Must be the day from raining and
He
stuff.
almost did his forehead on his desk.
Alright, so we're going to let him eat so he can get everything around and maybe go to bed early tonight. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.